Excuse me. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, friends. Good morning, Mandy. Good morning, Renee. Hi. Good morning. Hey, Britt. Thank you for being in here. Hey, Nico. Good morning, my sweet friend. Hey, Tammy. Hey, A. Griffin. Did you listen to the podcast? Hey, Andrea. Hey, who I am. I have a snow. Yes, I do. Who else woke up to snow this morning? I did. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you a picture I took this morning. Oh my goodness. This is the front. This is what I woke up to. Isn't it amazing? This is the time that I love um, living in the Great Smoky Mountains, you know? It's like a winter wonderland. It is, Britt. Snow in Mississippi. Oh, thank you, Nico. 16 degrees in Texas. What's up, Mama? Hi, Sarah. Good morning. When you guys come in, let me know where you're coming from. Maybe how cold it is. Start tapping because tapping is clapping. We almost have 1,000 likes and 60 souls in the room already. Negative 21. Negative 21. 2 degrees. I would feel like if I walked outside and it was negative 21, I would freeze right in my tracks. 3 degrees. 5 inches of snow. Is that the wind chill, Bridget? I bet it's a negative wind chill. Negative 22. Wow. 26 degrees in Alabama. Let me see how it is. 34 degrees where I'm at. 34 degrees. So I couldn't imagine it being 50 degrees colder than the 30 degrees we have. That would be insane. Does anybody go out? Who said that? Let me go back up. Let me talk. Hannah, let's talk about this. Does anybody walk outside when it's negative 22? Or do they just go, don't do it? Don't do it. 15 degrees. Hey, Greta. Hey, Beast. You're door dashing? Wow. Hubby's been at work. Has she? Negative 21. Oh my gosh. I don't know how, because at what point is it like, I don't even know. I know people in Alaska live this negative stuff, but at what point does it like become dangerous, you know? Britt, my bones hurt. I'm telling y'all, I'm having such a hard time moving this morning. And it's because it's so cold. And I have osteoarthritis, but not at the normal level that a 48-year-old should have. Oh no. I mean, I'm basically bone on bone in like in my knuckles, and it's real. So I can literally feel the cold. Trust me. Trust me. I got a feeling when I get older, I'm going to be one of those ladies at the nursing home that people push around because I can't walk very well. Sorry, y'all, almost fell. I touched my cord the wrong way. But I was like a ninja and caught you. Your back is? My knees are like that. My knees are like, they creak along. Yes, I'm in a lot of pain right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna throw it on the table, because my arthritis. I mean, it's just really like, and then my fiber on top of that. So I mean, I was moving this morning like all of my bones had been broken. I'm like, okay, if I can just make it to the desk and sit there, I'll be fine. 25 years of Arkansas weather and had to jump ship. Do you move? Let me guess, Debbie, you moved to the south? No, it's not, Jessica. You talk about the higher pain days. Yeah, this is one of them. This is one of the increased ones. Thank you, A. Griffin. For those of you who don't know, the podcast for Katie Ferguson is complete. You can listen to that on any major podcast. I would prefer you to listen to it on Podbean. I was wrong about having 1,000 total. You have to have 1,030 days. So I'm hoping to get 1,000 downloads in 30 days so I can continue the podcast and put in advertising to pay for the time that it takes to do the podcast. Um, so Podbean is the place I'd rather you go to listen to it, but you can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, and wherever major podcasts are heard. And you know, Katie Ferguson case, that's the one I've been working on since September. So this podcast is a lot of in the making. Plus, Mona, Katie's mother, has some brand new news. Some news is coming out about this case in the upcoming days. So stay tuned for that. I'll let you know if I can repeat anything that's told to me or not. But there will be justice for Katie. And I feel like she needs to be brought home at this point. I mean, it's been, a year and a half. And she needs to be home where she can rest in peace with her family and not become subject to the wild. So if you don't know this case, I encourage you to listen to that podcast. It's one of the things that I've worked the hardest on ever in my whole life. Ever. All right, come on in because tapping is clapping. Everybody must be snowed in at work or something. I don't know. Snowed in somewhere, perhaps. We have 100 souls in this room. Keep tapping. Let's get some more folks in here. That panel's open if you want to come up and talk about it. Mom to a baseball player says, went to church Sunday. One of the girls was singing and looked just like Micah. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, Wendy. Hey. Thank you. Good morning, just a girl. Good morning. You are snowed in at work. Thank you, Andrea. If you guys want a cup like this, the lady who makes these for me, her name is Jenny Alderson, Outtetterson, Jenny Alderson. Send her a message and you can order one of these and she'll make one for you. She says she's got like 6 cup orders going right now, but she's about to have surgery. So I don't know how she is on timeline, but just be patient if you want to put an order in. It's so me. It's perfect. Good morning, sexy cat lady. How are you? Come on in. Well, now, there's something I want to. You are Andrea. Oh, wearing your Steph Case File shirt today. Thank you. Thank you. So let's talk about something. Now, I have not. Let me get a vote. How many in here watched the Robbie Harvey video from last night? I've not seen it. I did find my glasses. They were in the kitchen on the kitchen counter, and I'm like, I looked on the kitchen counter 1,500 times, and they weren't there. And I go back up there, and then they are. There's a no, yes. Some have not. All I did was read the title. I have not seen it at all. I have only heard the title. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. I mean, the title says that there are some justice for Micah folks who are mad at him. He's addressing it yet again. And I want to watch a little bit of that. I haven't seen it. We don't have to watch the whole thing, but I'm interested to hear what he has to say. The other thing I want to watch is JLR done a bit on Solid Rock being sold. It's about 9 minutes long, and I haven't seen it, and I wanted to know if you guys wanted to listen together. Who in here watches JLR? Oh, JP supporters, thank you for the correction. Oh, my girl. Okay. I got it ready to go because I thought you would say yes. Test on the mic 1, 2.
JLR investigates. Pastor John Paul Miller back in the news. This guy right here is suing a bunch of protesters. But his Solid Rock Church just got sold, folks. $2.15 million to a place called Salem Holdings. What is going on with Solid Rock Church, and what is going on with Pastor John Paul Miller? I call him a pastor because it seems like he is now starting a new congregation, a new church. Sold the Solid Rock Church, and who knows what he's using those proceeds for, but it seems like he's starting fresh. He wants a new start. So here is some information. It's out there, and I want to share this. John Paul Miller closed his Myrtle Beach church last fall. The property sold for $2.15 million. $2.15 million. JP Miller, you know him, Micah Miller's husband. We covered him extensively on JLR Investigates. Sold his church, Solid Rock, $2.15 million to Salem Holdings, the 2.1 acre property in Market Commons. Now, you know about that property. It's prime real estate. It's in the middle of a residential neighborhood. It's actually a very, very nice church. Salem Holdings got it. So it's called Salem Holdings LLC. Miller's church congregation, Solid Rock, at Market Common, met at the Howard Avenue building until it was shuttered last year amid a lot of protests. Now, it goes with the protesters because protesters are still protesting him, and JP Miller doesn't like those protesters. So what else is going on? Oh, Russell Long, JP Miller's attorney, so-called attorney that was representing him on the estate with Micah Miller, where they actually came up with a universal deal. He is not aware at all of the property being sold. He's not aware. So it makes me think that Russell Long is no longer his attorney. Case in point, pro se lawsuits. If Russell Long was supposedly still JP Miller's attorney, why is JP filing all these pro se lawsuits, and not having Russell Long do it? So what else is going on? Developer Gaither Thompson confirmed that his group bought the land, though the new owners say they have no idea yet what they're going to do with the property. You turn it into residential, you market Solid Rock into
JLR
type of church. Could it be another church? Thompson said he wanted the land because it's prime real estate in an affluent community. You know where it's sitting at? We just jumped on it, and that's what the new owners say. This is not the first time Thompson's group has done business with the church. Salem Woods Holdings, LLC, sold Solid Rock Ministries that 15-acre property. Remember that 15-acre property across from the development where J.P. Miller lives. So they had business dealings before. We actually think that there was some sort of interesting financial transactions when it comes to that sale at that property. And they sold that for $610,000. Though some people think it's worth much, much more.
He said
Solid
interesting.
Rock transferred that land to Living Water Church at Market Common, INC, in December, record show. So it looks like J.P. Miller is...
I'm Noel Honig, and I'm a director and a designer. If I'm working with type in Photoshop, the property...
Be careful of alligators.
Commercials.
A lot of alligators out here. It looks like J.P. Miller is going to start up a new congregation called Living Water Church. Wonder what that's going to be about. So we know about the Micah Miller case. Now, I want to read another report. Because this is dealing with J.P. Miller suing lots of people that have been protesting outside his church. And there's an article out that just came out a few days ago. Myrtle Beach pastor J.P. Miller sued them. Now they're fighting back in court. So the whole article is about protesters that J.P. Miller is suing because he doesn't like them in front of the church. He feels like that is what destroyed the church. But these people, the protesters, are actually suing them back. So it's going to be a legal battle, but it's a pro se battle between J.P. Miller. A lot of people think J.P. Miller's at the end of his ropes, considering there's still an FBI investigation out there dealing with Micah Miller, his wife, the finances of Solid Rock Church, church members, dealings at Crocodile Rocks, the bar that J.P. Miller is involved with. I can tell you that we personally spoke to people that were interviewed by the FBI and questions regarding Micah Miller's death and J.P. Miller's finances. So that's still going on. We've always said it. Grand juries will indict a ham sandwich. So we expect an indictment, a criminal indictment coming for J.P. Miller. Maybe he sold the church so he could use the finances to help pay his mounting potential
JLR
legal bills, criminal legal bills when it comes to J.P. Miller. Other than that, there's not much talk about with the Micah Miller case. We kind of stepped back, waiting just for the procedures, or waiting to discuss what is newsworthy. I thought this was newsworthy. I think it's interesting. A lot of people think that J.P. Miller's a con man. He's a snake oil salesman. He's a fake pastor. So now he's starting a possible new congregation. Will be interesting to see if tithing will be his whole thing, his whole gist of tithing. Donate, donate, donate. J.P. Miller, now it's unclear also if, there was somebody there by the name of Robert Lachelle that was at his church. Now he's still going through the legal proceedings.
It's Robert
about spraying
Lachelle.
somebody with a garden hose. Remember that outside the congregation? Now there's some rumors out there that potential victims plan to sue J.P. Miller for that incident alone because it happened on church grounds. So I'm thinking J.P. might be preparing for that aspect too, about being sued civilly for the assault. There was multiple victims that happened on his property.
Has anybody else heard that?
On that. Who's with J.P. with nowadays? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if he's with Susie Miller or that other individual that worked in the congregation, the singer that he was seen on the beach after Micah Miller's death. I don't know if he has new women in his life. I don't know if that's his concern. Still don't know if he has the DeLorean. Still don't know if there has been any other raids or any other investigations related.
Yeah. So if you guys missed that, this is JLR. Hey, Preacher Wife, are you ready to battle? Me and Preacher Wife's got a battle here in a second, if you want to. But JLR investigates. He said Susie Miller. Oh, for love. I don't know. But he probably don't know why he said that either. But he said that the people that were sprayed by the water allegedly are planning to sue John Paul Miller for that incident because it happened on church grounds. That they plan to do that civilly. I've not heard that so far, so that's news to me and unconfirmed, but he got that from somewhere. Thank you, Stoner. Thank you so very much. Thank you. They really could, Christy. They could include that in their countersuit. Renee says good for them. Coca Puffs, they are taking it out of magistrate for their countersuits. We have 30,000 likes. Let's see if we can get to 50,000 likes. We have 204 souls in the room. Thank you for the bracelet, Tina, and thank you for the team cheers. Let's continue.
To his case, but I'm sure these things are not case closed.
Thank you, Bridget.
And notice, no attorney. No attorney. So being pro se, defamation, suing people or protesters for defamation, that's a large threshold. That's a tough thing to do pro se. So I expect all those suits that he's filing pro se to get kicked out and maybe even sanctioned. Sometimes when you file pro se lawsuits, they can be definitely used against you because if you lose, the losing party, sometimes, and the states have the American rule, they'll make you pay the losing people's attorney fee. So that will be interesting on that aspect. Is J.P. Miller still dressing as Spider-Man? Is he still dressing as Spider-Man out there? I know he had the Spider-Man thing. And notice he has not been making any other delusional posts like he was doing. I think Long told him to shut up, but I don't think Long is involved with him anymore. Remains to be seen on that aspect. I am JLR Investigates. Sub the channel, like, hit the notification button. Let me know what you think about Solid Rock being sold. What do you think should be with property, and what do you think should happen to J.P. Miller? Boots on the ground out here.
So that's the end of JLR's. And basically, it was just a recap of what we already know, except that the new thing is this so-called alleged lawsuits from the Waterboy incident. El Cousin never heard of JLR. It's JLR Investigates. I saw him from afar one time when we were on the Sebastian Rogers case in Hendersonville, but I didn't speak to him. I was kind of like, oh no, I don't know what to say. So I didn't speak to him, but we did stand on the same ground, and he stood in silence while I took photos, so he probably wouldn't remember me. No, he hasn't. It's been a long time. But now JLR is the one that confronted John Paul Miller on the blank land, or the clear land, you know, the land that he bought way back when this case first started. And JLR is the first person to see a process server, we know who that is, go up to John Paul Miller's house. He gave him a peach. I thought that was CJ. Just search for Steph's case files. Tina sent a subscription. Let me find the ink pen. Beck 888 got it. Beck 888 Tina 22 has sent a subscription to Beck 888. Congratulations and welcome to the SCF family. Yay. Give me a second. That drink went down the wrong way. Excuse me. That's awesome. Congratulations. Beck, if you have Discord, just hit the subscribe button like you're going to subscribe, and then you can connect that way. Oh my goodness, we have almost 40,000 likes. We have 205 souls in the room. Yes, very sweet. Tina's awesome. Tina sent out some yesterday too, and I appreciate everything that you all do. Cocoa Puff is using her stickers. Good morning, Michelle. How are you this morning? I don't even know what the rose petal trial is. I don't even know this case. Has anybody keeping up with that trial? I think I saw you playing it, Michelle. I'm not sure. But El Cousin subscribed. El Cousin, welcome to the SCF family. Yeah, Agatha done a video on it, and I was going to watch it because this is one that I do not know. Yes, Gwen's awesome too. Tina's using her stickers. I'm going live, so request. Okay. I'm ready right now, Preacher Wolf. I am ready. So I can't. It's been such a long time since I've done this. How do I do this? Do I select her and then battle? I don't know. It's been so long. Host. What do I do? Does anybody remember what do I do for the battle? Co-host. Look for her. Okay. So when she goes live, I can hit the host button and I'll be able to find her, right? We're going to do best out of 3, and we got 194 souls in here, and I know about 94 Avians is about to leave because you don't like the battles, but it's Preacher Wife. It's not somebody we don't know, and it's only going to be for a few minutes, and then we're going to go right back to true crime and figuring out what Robbie Harvey said on his live. Good morning, Tumblers. Aw, Tina. Thank you. Purple hearts, purple hearts. She's waiting on Guru to go to a hotel. What's going on? You did, hey Griffin, yay! You're gonna love it. It's so pigmented. I love it. I'm using the orange this morning, which I feel like is on fire. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go.
Hey,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I have one person in the room. I have one soul in my room, but guess what? That's okay.
Oh,
That's okay. You want to do best 2 out of 3?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, we can give it a minute. Hey, some folks go over to hers and help her, okay? Some folks in here, if you can hop over to Preacher Wife, and yeah, Eva's coming over. I'll sit, and some folks come over. Yeah, so we can have a little battle.
The more taps we get, the more we'll get pushed out. If you hashtag FYP in the chat, we can't say THU. We can say we appreciate. Let's go, Steph. I'm gonna hit the ball. Send invite. Okay, start match. Okay, y'all. I won't get my spoon after Steph. This is reserved for my daughter, Lauren R. I can't do that. I respect her so much. I'm just honored that she wanted to battle with me.
Tina says
But yeah.
5 seconds of taps gives 3 points.
Yes, like three taps gives 3 points, and let's see, we need to be pushing for the daily heart me's. If anybody hasn't dropped a daily heart me, if you would drop on that side, come over here and drop on this side, that helps so much. It's only 1 point. I mean, it's one coin, but it helps so much with the TikTok algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
It helps with our creator thing. Oh, thank you.
I didn't know that about the heart me's. I thought they were just like, yeah, you're awesome. Well, I guess it
No,
sort of is, but I didn't know it counted toward anything. Oh, I got one.
have you not heard about the new rules? Is you have to get so many heart me's in a day, and you have to get so many new followers every live to get.
Or what?
Mhm. Yeah,
Jessica, thank you for that. They're getting really strict, aren't they?
they are. They
Thank
really are.
you.
My
Thank
daughter
you,
does this a
Ty.
lot, and the rules are just that it went from like the creator got 50% of the gift to
Yeah,
30%. And the only way that you can get it up is with the heart me's and the getting the new
I did see that. I did complain about the droppage in the percentages because I mean they're just it's all about money, I guess, for them.
It
But
is,
let's
but
go.
we're gonna get you back there. We're gonna get you back there because we're gonna get you all those heart me's, and we're gonna get you new followers every day. We need 5 new followers for Steph every day.
From every live. So if you're in the room and you don't follow me, please give me a
Right.
follow. I'm
Give her a
beating you right
follow and
now,
a
by the
heart me.
way. I'm so beating you. The top gifter, let's
You
see who the
are.
top gifter is. Sarah is in first place. Tina is in second, and Leslie Ohio Girl is in third. Thank you guys so
I don't have my
much.
glasses, but I appreciate Laura Ann, Jenny, my freckled journey, Mystic Scorpio. Oh, I got a good. I needed that coffee. I did. I needed that. Oh, it's so
Ooh, we
close.
oh
Wow.
we have
Hey,
this has
Carol,
turned into a
welcome
competition.
in.
Oh my gosh, two
Welcome
times the gifting
in. Thank
points are
y'all
are active right
so
now.
much.
Two times the gifting
Yes, two
points.
times. Two times. Two. Everything you send is doubles. Everything you send is doubles. Let's go. Let's get it. Listen, if you send a
Beast and
whale,
Beauty sends
I
a
do the
money gun.
dime.
Oh, Bridget. Oh,
Thank
look
you
at
for
you
the
guys.
coffee. Thank you. Oh, I
Oh
love the
my
paper towels.
gosh.
Thank you. Oh, I appreciate you. And hearts, and hearts, and hearts, and
Oh,
hearts.
thank you,
Look,
sexy. Thank you, just the girl. Chastity, you guys.
this is awesome.
Beast and Beauty, thank you.
Boy, she
Beast, thank
got us on
you.
them doubles, but I didn't expect nothing less. I mean, this is Steph. I expected nothing less, but we're doing
Yay, thank
great.
you.
And if you're on my side, and if you haven't sent a heart meet to Steph today, please go over and do that. And if you don't follow Steph, please do. Please. Oh, wait, what is that? I look like a
Oh, that's
princess. I love
pretty.
it.
I love that.
What? That was a beautiful gift. Never seen that before. Never seen that before at all. I loved it. I have 25 people over here. Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you. This is so much fun. Now listen, I told Steph I can't talk junk to her like I do my daughter. But how is your weather where you are?
Snowy. Did you get any
Oh,
snow?
no, but we're supposed to in like an hour or two. So please keep it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
What's that? It's a bird. What was
Oh,
that? Oh my gosh. I'm seeing stuff I've never seen before. That's so awesome.
they have new gifts that I haven't seen, and I absolutely love them. I love, people say, people don't like when people battle, but I love to see the gifts. It makes me happy.
Yeah, it
It
does
makes
me
me happy
too.
to see those. So I see nothing wrong with it. I'm not asking anybody in here to throw me everything they got. Ooh, I mean
Oh, look at
that
that. Oh
that is
my gosh. And there's
awesome.
the bird. Oh my gosh. You
You
were
got
just
it.
a
I hadn't seen the
superstar. Look at
bird.
Beast. Look at Beast go. Oh, Beast is my MVP for the day. Let's go, Beast.
I
What?
appreciate you. I appreciate you. Okay, Steph. Okay, Steph beat me the first one. We got to tap. We got to share. We got to hashtag FYP. Get everybody in here. Don't let her beat me 3 in a row. Rematch coming up. Start match. Rematch coming up.
Rematch. We're doing
Okay,
best of
okay,
3.
okay.
Best of 3.
Y'all don't forget the heart me's. Y'all don't forget to double tap. Double tap is 3 free points. Y'all don't forget to share it out with all your friends. I can't say that out loud, so I'm going to say I appreciate you so much. My daughter makes fun of my heart.
Thank your bubbles every time you thank your bubbles before you start a new game. What's that mean?
Thank my bubbles. Well, I think we go. I can't read my bubbles, and I don't have my reading glasses on. So, hey James, how are you?
Oh, the gifters.
I have to swipe over. Yeah, but we kind of did this in a hurry this morning, so I didn't grab my glass. I can't see. Honestly, I'm blind without my reading glasses. I can't see the score.
Your hitters at the bottom there. Oh, I see. Yeah. I mean, you normally do that, but I don't know. It just went so fast there. But thank you to everybody, Beast and Beauty, from the last time.
We appreciate. Now that gift right there suits you. That suits you. That suits you.
In first place right now, we have Mama Look. In second place, we have Miss Patty. And in third place, we have Green Eyed Country.
Somebody sent me a galaxy. Oh, a galaxy. I love those. I love a galaxy.
Very close. 2 times the gifted points happen right now for the next 40 seconds. Right now, everything you send is doubled.
Let's get double. We're in doubles right now. Everything is doubles.
Oh, look at that. There was a galaxy. What was Hold on a minute.
There's another galaxy. There's another galaxy.
It was like a universe.
Oh, do we have a glove? We have a glove. We have a glove.
Thank you, Bridget. Right now in first place is Miss Cheryl, second is J-Lo, and then third is Mama. Oh, I got a miracle. Hakuna Matata.
Oh, they're busting me in the head with the hey. Somebody over there was going to get my spoon for hitting me in the head with the hammer.
What?
Somebody from your team's hitting me in the head with the stun hammer.
Oh.
We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, if she beats me this time, she wins. If I win this time, we have to go another tiebreaker round.
It's pretty close.
Welcome.
Thank you, Beast and Beauty. Thank you, Beast and Beauty, so much inside my heart. Miss Cheryl just went into first place. Thank you, Bridget. Thank you for that, Bridget.
My Freckle Journey.
Thank you.
Is in first. I can't see who my title gifters are. I can't see, but we have 2 minutes, y'all. We have 2 minutes.
Greta sent a galaxy. Greta, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm trying to scroll up.
Oh, I got a crown. Thank you. That was beautiful.
1 minute, 45 seconds left. Am I going to be the champion?
We have a yes, there's a 3,000 gap. Okay, guys. If she wins this round, she beat me.
Thank you, J-Lou.
But if we win this round, we get to go another round. Come on, guys. Tap, share. Please get some people in here for me. Yes. Yep. Here we go. This is the crazy battling you'll see me and Steph do. But it's fun. It's so fun. Yeah. Come on. Show me your muscle.
Taps are free. That's right. Thank you, Mindy.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you, Beast.
Trying to focus my eyes.
Surviving through the struggles. Thank you for that love charger. Thank you, Beauty and Beast.
Okay, there's a 3 galaxy gap between our scores, and we have 49 seconds. Yes, there's about 4 galaxies.
I think I'm gonna win.
Anybody got a glove? Anybody got a glove? Anybody got a fight for me? Come on.
Miss Cheryl still in first place.
Okay, 30 seconds. Oh, they dropped a glove. Do we have a glove? We have a glove. Something has to hit on the glove. This tears my nerves up. Something has to hit on the glove. I get so excited.
Oh,
Beast!
Beast! Oh my
We have
gosh,
13,
Beast!
12,
Oh my
11,
gosh,
10.
holy
That's
cow!
so close.
That's Ross
So
and
close.
Sarah.
So close.
Tina.
So close.
What?
So close. Come on.
Oh, what? Go, 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 go. No, it was me. No, I do it. I win. Is it me or you?
No,
Is it me?
you got it.
Oh.
It's you. Yep.
It
Yep.
was so close. It was like the photo finish.
It was. It was.
Oh,
Okay, guys.
my gosh.
You got me two. You got me two in a row. Next time we're gonna have to come back and do better.
That's
When
right.
you want to do it again, Miss Steph.
That's right. Thank you so much, preacher wife. You have made my morning. My jaw hurts from smiling so much.
When do you want to do it again? Do you want to do it every day?
We can if you want to. It just depends on the schedule and what's scheduled for the show. But I'll send you a message tonight and say, hey, you can come by in the morning or whatever. And I love you being here and being part of the crew here. And so thank you for all that you do.
I love it, and I never get off alive without saying justice for Micah, justice for all victims. And I love you
right.
all. Thank you.
Thank
you, and I'm
so
coming back to
much.
your live.
Yes, thank you. Oh my goodness, you guys, thank you so much. I haven't had a battle in months and months and months, and that was so fun. Thank you for all of your support and everything that you do for me. I know it was like it was a photo finish end. It reminded me of like the horse races, when you got to look at the photo finish end and see who wins. I thought it was her. That's why I was so shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, because it was like her, me, her, me, her, me. And then I had to take a second look and I'm like, who was it? It was me. Oh my gosh, thank you for that. Breaking news in Myrtle Beach, Carolina Forest High School is on lockdown and police are present. Myrtle Beach Media, are you going down to film on location? There is a lockdown in Myrtle Beach. So if you have children, what high school is this? California Forest High School on lockdown. Okay, let me write this down. Is that what it's called? Oh, Carolina. I'm like, California. Oh, Lord. Carolina High School. Got you. Oh, Lordy day. Well, I hope everything's okay there. And of course, they're doing the lockdowns for the safety of the children. Well, listen, I don't know if you guys, this reminds me, I don't know if you heard it in the news yesterday, but the Columbine High School, there was a young lady who was shot and she became paralyzed because of that. And she passed away yesterday as a result of her injuries. So they were talking about, I'm sure you saw all over TikTok, that Columbine claims another victim in 2025. So I wouldn't have thought it. But she was trying to have a surgery that eliminated some of her pain from where she was, pew-pewed. And she did not make it. There was complications. So they're asking Guru, is your daughter in high school? Hi. Wendy says our school got a whole new lockdown on every single door in the school. Touch of a button bolts. Is Dr. Holcomb available to pray? That would be a question for Preacher Wife. He's probably at work. Hi, Selena. Good morning. Well, we were talking about, that was an awesome battle. My heart is so full this morning. I mean, that was so fun. But so what we were talking about is JLR didn't really provide any information other than this possible lawsuit from the Waterboy for the Waterboy incident. I don't know where he got his information. I don't know if it's true or whatnot. But we were talking about obviously I misread the Robbie Harvey title. I thought it was like more people were complaining against him, so I don't know if y'all want to listen to it. We can if you want to. It's totally up to you. This is your show after all. Or we can listen to a little bit of the Katie Ferguson podcast I did to give you an idea. We can do whatever you guys want. Beast and Beauty, you make my world. Thank you so much. Thank you, Janie. Eva says Robbie Harvey. Okay. Deb says Katie Ferguson. I'll keep the snow for as long as I can. Yes, we can pray for the school. Preacher Wife, is Dr. Holcomb available? Oh, Miss Cheryl, it's a white blanket of snow outside. I mean, it's so gorgeous. Here, that's when I love living in the Great Smoky Mountains. Is right now when it's snowing. Preacher Wife says he's on his way to work, but she'll get him. Why are they on lockdown? Excuse me, I'm not sure. Let me see if I can find anything in the news here. Let's see. Carolina Forest High School. So there's no news about it right now. So I can't see. Oh, thank you, Miss Cheryl. Thank you for that cake. Thank you so very much. Does Casey's daughter go to school there? Carolina Forest High School, Myrtle Beach. Thank you, Jasmine. -10. Wow. Thank you. I'm just waiting for him to get a moment where he can come up on panel. We will. Let me search the Book of Faces. Hi, Dr. Holcomb. Thank you for your time.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, it's a snowy, icy, cold kind of day, but we're gonna make it.
Yeah. I hope you're
So
being
what's
careful
going
out
on
there.
this morning? Oh, I am. I'm being very careful.
According to Guru, Carolina Forest High School is on lockdown right now, and there were some prayer requests for the children. I don't know if there's an active pew on the scene or what is happening, but they've requested prayer, so we summoned you.
Well, that's usually the way it works. Sometimes they'll summon me on here to pray. I guess like any good doctor, when you're sick, you end up calling on him, right?
That's right. That's right. Yes. And pray for the teachers. That's right, Hannah. Absolutely.
All right. Well, let me get pulled over right here, right fast, and we'll pray. Our blessed Heavenly Father, thank you once again for this day. Thank you for the blessings of it. We thank you for your goodness, your mercy, and your grace, God. We don't know where we'd be today if we didn't have your mercy and your grace. God, we love you. And Lord, I ask that this school, that you would keep your hedge of protection around it. God, we don't know what's going on. We just know some reports that have come in. But I pray, God, whatever the situation is, I pray that not one life will be injured or not one will be taken from us, God. I pray, Lord, that you would just protect the police and everyone that's going to be there, God, to help with this lockdown. And whatever goes on, we'll still give you all the glory and all the praise, God. I pray for those teachers. I pray for the students and everyone that's involved in this matter. Lord, we know that we got kids there that they haven't even had a chance to grow up and see the world yet and have a full life. I pray that every one of them on this day will be held in your hands. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Dr. Holcomb. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I hope that you have a blessed day, and please be careful out there. I hope they salt the roads and do the roads. I lived in Alabama for 10 years, so I know we are not the most prepared in Alabama. So
Well,
be careful out there.
they were out here yesterday. The roads, they looked white before the snow even got here because they didn't put all that salt or sand or whatever it is down. They done got it all over the highways and everything, so the roads are okay. I don't think we're going to get it as bad as the mountains of North Carolina, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm sure there'll be some cable outages coming in that I'll have to go fix today. So
Yeah.
I love each and every one of you. Love you, Miss Steph. I'm so thankful for what you do. Your broadcast is very informative, and I appreciate you and all of your followers. I heard that my wife was up here today giving you a battle.
Oh, yes. And
Yeah.
I won, of course.
Well, of course you did.
She done
Absolutely.
great. We had a great time. She's such a blessing.
Yeah, well, she is. She's a sweet lady. I love her with all my heart. Thank God for her. Every man needs a good woman in his life. I personally believe that a good woman. You know, it's a shameful world we live in today, where a lot of the women, nothing against any woman, but there's a lot of women now who they did away with uh, they did away with morals in our school systems nowadays, where men and women both, they don't get taught how they ought to be anymore. I miss the days where everybody loved the Lord, and you could find a Christian spouse to be with. It's a whole different world out there now.
It really is.
But I'm grateful for mine, though. She told me when we met, she said, the only way you're going to date me is if you go to church. So I really wasn't interested in going to church, but I was interested in her. But I knew if I had to get her, I had to get back in the Lord's house. So
Oh, that's awesome. My
yeah,
father-in-law, I've been married for 30 years now to my husband, and so I've been with my husband since I was 15. And so his father was a preacher, and I didn't grow up in church. But and so it was like this crazy, because when you start dating a preacher's kid, you know,
absolutely.
so yeah, and I just remember just feeling the love of family and the sense of family. And he was the state overseer for many of the churches, and he would travel around, and we would go, and of course we lost them in a car accident back in 2014. But he was a true man of God, and he taught me what church is and what church is supposed to be, which is part of the reason I'm so passionate about the JFM movement. But yes.
Well, I appreciate you having the confidence in me to be able to come on and pray. I'll let you get back to. I'll sit back and I'll listen. And we, like I said, we love y'all. And I'm gonna promote my program if that's all right. Nine
Oh
o'clock,
yes.
nine
Go ahead.
o'clock, 9 o'clock Eastern time, Sunday nights. The Kneel at the Cross TikTok broadcast, where we talk about the Lord, and I do a simple little sermon every Sunday night. It's at 9 o'clock Eastern. If you follow me, you'll be able to. You'll see us when we go live on Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'd love to have any and all available. Everybody is welcome. I don't block nobody. We don't allow, fussing and fighting in the comments or whatever, but we don't block nobody neither. We try not to anyway. So everybody is welcome, because I believe that everybody, even the vilest offender, if they truly believe, can be saved and born again. And I welcome everyone to this program, and I hope to see you there.
Thank you so much, Dr. Holcomb. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, today is such a good day, guys. We have snow and we have community and and we have love, and we have Dr. Holcomb who graces us with the with prayer when we need it. And so those are the good things about today. There are tragedies that happen, but try to remember the good things and focus on another day, being blessed with another day, because it's not promised. You know, and it happens. I mean, um, that people pass in their sleep and they don't wake up. And so when you go to sleep, you really need to say that prayer, now lay me down to sleep, because you just never know. So thankful for today, no matter what. Okay. Yeah, let me find Robbie Harvey and we'll just kind of listen if you guys want to, and comment along. I'm interested in what he has to say about haters and such. If you want to. If you want to. Oh, for the love of God. I got to get a new stand. This one don't. It's just not stable.
And
Get the most out of your GoDaddy managed WordPress.
for you guys, hit the subscribe button wherever you're watching from. Hit that follow button, hit that like button, hit that share button. Of course, as always, tell me where you're watching from in the comments section. Keep the discussion going in the comments section throughout tonight's show. Definitely hit that share button. Also, if you're on YouTube
Tina,
or Facebook,
I'm so
you
sorry
become
to hear
a
that. I'm so sorry
member
for
or
your
subscriber,
loss.
and I try to upload exclusive things to there for those of you who are supporters of the channel. Of course, yesterday, the big news is John Paul Miller sold the Solid Rock building for $2.15 million. Now, let's be clear about
My heart
something.
goes out to you, Tina.
The business that they sold it to had previous dealings with John Paul Miller, specifically the land that John Paul Miller acquired some time ago. According to witnesses, let me take that back. According to friends of Micah, when asked about the land, Micah told them that it was a miracle that the Lord provided that land. Yeah, I'm sure it was. For
A miracle.
such a great deal.
I
Obviously,
believe in
anyone who's
miracles.
willing to do multi-million-dollar deals with John Paul Miller, it's going to come with some scrutiny. There is a history between John Paul Miller and real estate agents within side of his church. And those real estate agents have connections. And allegedly, they assisted in making that land deal some time ago.
They insisted?
Allegedly. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all, and I'm going to show y'all the deed of the purchase here that was done on February 14th. I got a feeling John Paul did not want this out in the public. Let's address a couple things. According to South Carolina law, a nonprofit or a church must sell its assets if it's going to close down, or if it's going to sell anything like a church building, it must go to another nonprofit. But according to the filings with the Secretary of State, Solid Rock is listed as a LLC, but enjoy the benefits of a nonprofit. So how they're scooting around the law here of selling a property to a business for profit, a business that's going to use that land for profit, I don't understand. Maybe it's my lack of understanding of the law. I don't know. I don't know how they're getting around that. Secondly, we know of a settlement offer from several of the counterclaims last week. Not a good time to magically say, oh, I've got $2.1 million.
That's so true.
John Paul is claiming he's broke.
But he won't get the money. He's not getting $2 million in his bank.
Owe people money? I don't know.
That they have to be. It has to be transferred.
The Francis family money? I don't know. I don't know. But when you're in the middle of 4 countersuits, the I don't have money argument kind of nah. So, a terrible look by Salem Woods Holdings. I encourage people to look into Pineapple Bay.
Pineapple
I'm not
Bay.
going to dig into this as much as maybe the others, maybe like True Sunlight or Fitz News. I'm working hard on some other things behind the scenes that hopefully you'll see soon.
Well, I'll look into it, Robbie Harvey.
But I just
thanks for not mentioning me.
I'm stunned that any business would do such a deal. With a man that's under FBI investigation.
Sounds like a bar.
We've known about Salem Woods Holdings for quite some time. We've known about their business transactions in the past. We've known about the connections with inside of the church with John Paul Miller and other realtors inside of the church.
Their condos?
We have had former clients of those realtors come forward.
Well, what would be shady about it? I know, right?
You scratch your head on some things. You scratch your head on what people are thinking in all of this. And it just doesn't make sense. John Paul now can't say he's broke. If he does, he's going to have to produce financials to show he's not broke, or to show he is broke. I'll tell you this, he's not reporting that to the IRS. He's not reporting $100,000 a month to the IRS. He's not, y'all. He's not. And those real estate agents that were inside the church helping him,
Mm-hmm.
there are people it's one of those moments I wish I could tell y'all everything. I really do. Don't worry about what you've done in the past. I could care less. Do the right thing now. Do the right thing now. Some of you are worried that you're in too deep. And you're just trying to ride this thing out. I'm telling you, there's no riding it out. Your only hope is to come forward and do the right thing. You ain't got to talk to me. I'm not asking for you to be on my channel to do an interview. If you want to, you're welcome to. Everyone has access to my platform except John Paul and the fisherman. Y'all know that. You treat me fairly, I treat you fairly.
Except John Paul the fisherman.
But you're going to have to answer hard questions. But you don't have to come to me.
What does he have against the fisherman?
You don't have to be on my platform. I could care less.
The Pineapple Bay
the right thing.
condos.
You say, well, what do I know, Robbie? I don't know enough to help. I'm telling you, you know enough.
You know enough.
If your clients are coming forward, you know enough.
Podbean's mobile podcast recording studio allows you to record and publish your
Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Many of you know that I deal with hate comments. A lot of comments support John
Here's
Paul
about the
Miller,
hate
which
comments is what I wanted to listen to.
And that's your right.
Does that make me
But
a
if you're
bad
going to
person?
support John Paul, and if you're going to have his back, then you got to have the facts. We're specifically one comment here tonight, and it's a new segment that I like to do weekly called "We Hate Robbie Harvey." Oh, got music and everything. Look at
What?
that.
He's making it a segment?
Get the facts straight, Robbie. JP didn't tell the congregation not to talk about Micah's death. He said not to talk about it in the building. Then he followed that up with cease and desist letters. Also, Chris Skinner died 4 years ago. September 2021. 1, 2, 3. We're close. About 8 months off, but okay. Not a few years ago. Okay. How do you have so much information about this case? Except, pertinent. Did I say that? I just said that wrong. Facts that matter.
Oh,
What
got
were
you.
the
Oh, cousin, thank you.
particulars of why JP waited to go see his wife in Robinson County after he preached?
This is nuts. This is like the thing on Letterman, not Letterman, God, but where the people
I need to
mean
get her cremated.
read mean tweets. You know what I'm talking about?
When you make that phone call first, before going to see her. Chris Skinner was found dead in that pool, or unresponsive. That is what the article says. Do your research. He got there at 8 a.m., was pronounced dead at 12:41 p.m. at the hospital. It was ruled an accident by authorities. Okay, I don't understand. I agree with you.
Okay. I'm going to pause it there because I have something to say here. I have in my possession, although it will never be posted or shared in any way, but Jimmy Fallon, thank you, Jessica. But I do have in my hands the video of Chris at the pool and what happened. The video of him going into the pool. I have the video in my hands. I've watched it. I've watched it over and over and over. I've zoomed in and watched it. My personal opinion is, could it have been remote controlled? I don't know. That's something you'd have to ask a techie person. I have no answer to that. But if you take that factor out, it looks like he done it on purpose to me, which is not an accident. I've watched the video. It's not accidental. It was either somebody has a remote control from far off and they hit the go button. Sister said no remote to chair, no remote, no remote. So, no. But I'm telling you, Cocoa Puff, he didn't fall asleep. No, he didn't. He was wide awake. And I don't know, I guess they've seen the video. Because in the video, you have a dog on the ground and you have a dog in his lap. Now, the dog on the ground and the dog is moving around back and forth, walking back and forth, and the dog in the lap isn't still either. It would be hard to fall asleep. Plus, where he was, he rolled up to where he was, okay? He couldn't have fallen asleep in 1 or 2 minutes. And then he went into the water. But Wendy, I agree. After seeing the video with my own 2 eyes, and that's the reason I got a hold of the video, so that I can testify to you and you trust me, you trust my view. I wouldn't stray you away. I wouldn't, you know. But what happened to Chris Skinner that day is not dependent upon simply going into the water. If you realize his surroundings, I'm talking to somebody who has knowledge of that situation. And there's some things that I'm working to confirm before I bit in my mouth. But all I'm going to leave you with on the day that Chris Skinner passed is, who bought the dogs? Who paid the money for the dogs? And whose dogs was it? And does it hold a significant meaning by then holding the dog in his lap as he went into the pool? Mm-hmm. So that kind of information I'm working on in the background, okay? But it supports my theory that he done this to himself on purpose, based on the grief of the relationship between Susie Skinner and John Paul Miller. We know they had a confrontation just a few weeks before he went into the pool, and where he told John Paul Miller to stay away from his wife and children. The dog did get out. One dog was on the ground, but the dog that was in his lap was a gift, allegedly a gift, to Susie from John Paul Miller. And that's the dog he had in his lap. So somebody told me about that. Somebody told me, let's get this straight. Somebody told me. And then I went and got the video to confirm. I worked to get the video to confirm what the person is telling me, because attached to what else the person is telling me is significant in the story, and in my opinion is now trustworthy based on the description of the video that I was given that was accurate after the fact. Do you see what I'm saying? I had to establish credibility. No, the dog swam and got out. Nothing happened to the dog. Okay. Having said that, this eyewitness has so much to say, but they do not want to come forward. In time, in my own way, without revealing the person, I will show to you some other things, some other parts of the story, some other parts of the John Paul Miller story that you don't know about yet. Right, Wendy? What I saw was a sad man who rolled over to the edge of the pool and he made a decision. If you combine it with the events that had happened in the prior weeks with John Paul Miller, it makes perfect sense, but you're never going to hear what those 2 weeks were like from Susie Skinner. She's never going to tell you. So we have to take the facts that we know about the case. Marion. I don't think he was meeting anybody to play chess that day. I think he used that as an excuse to get the gate pool guy to open the gate. Although he did, that is his morning routine to go there in the mornings. If he had said, just open the gate, would the guy just open the gate? Did he have it scheduled? But I don't think so. I think he knew what he was going to do when he went there. Perhaps tie-dye, perhaps. Maybe playing chess is a clue. Well, Marion, I think that he probably knew that the dog would swim. I mean, the dog would have, come right up to the top and swim over and got out of the pool. I think he knew that. But I think he was making a statement. Do you see what I'm saying? Checkmate. Exactly. Like checkmate. That's exactly right. His dad would? Yeah. I've never heard his dad speak, though. Sister didn't know of anyone he ever played. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if he was a chess player, but if she says that she don't know anybody, then I don't think I don't think he was really going to meet somebody. Who, Greta? JP? Will somebody send me the link to that so I can watch it? Or is that in her Facebook? Is that in the group? Because I'll go there and watch it today. Because now I'm interested. I'm real interested, especially after seeing the video. His mom is on the end. Okay. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yes, then I will go watch that. I will go get caught up. Well, the guy who let him in just basically has just stated he thought he was going in to play chess. I don't know that he's ever said anything else. But why would they, because here's what I don't get. If you watch the video, any simple investigator would go, we can't say that this is an accident right here. So they based it on an accident. I don't know why. Maybe so she could get the insurance money, which I understand. You got kids, you've had a tragedy, you know. But I would hate now that they would have to come back and take that from her, because they certainly will. But in my opinion, based on the circumstances, although I'm not an investigator, I'm not trained in any way, I'm just a sleuther, I believe he done that on purpose with the dog. Not the other dog, but that specific dog, and not any other animal, but that specific one. Susie said in police report he wasn't depressed. I know she's his wife, but who wouldn't be depressed or upset or mad over this man of God coming after your wife? And then I know he was a motivational speaker and he struggled. But at the end of the day, I think John Paul Miller, in my alleged opinion, it's my personal opinion only, hey Tree, that he would have made him feel less than a man. Does that make sense? I'm trying to word it very cautiously. I think he probably felt like less of a man, that he couldn't fill those shoes. He couldn't compete with John Paul Miller. Maybe he felt like he was leaving to give his family a better chance. Maybe he felt like he was a burden on his wife and he didn't want to be anymore. Based on what I saw, I felt sadness as he went into the pool. I felt it. You're right, we'll never know. He was supposed to have a cookout with the sister that day. Interesting. Well, darling, we know that the daughter is very cautious of JP and Susie's relationship. I mean, we saw what she posted on her Instagram some months ago about that. Well, I'll tell you what, to aliens, it is hard to believe that he would do that. But, and those of you in here who fight depression know, especially those who have children, you love your children and they're number one. But sometimes depression will snap you into a manic state, because I've been there, and you would make decisions that you wouldn't normally make. And you don't think about that. That's blacked out. All you think about is trying to escape the pain. And it doesn't mean that you love them any less or that you would leave them on purpose. It's a different, it's hard to explain. Less control, that's right. I was in one. Remember, you guys know my story. That's right. Did Micah know about Susie and JP the day Chris died? For sure. I don't know for sure. That's interesting. I've heard that she has. Her daughter would be a teenager now, probably 15 at least. Maybe 14. That's right, A. Griffin. The sister said in pain for weeks and allergies to meds. He said that himself. It could have been a reaction to meds that he was on. That's true. It could have exacerbated the depression. She does have twins. There's a boy and a girl. Wendy says he'd been sick and hospitalized. Your health, my health played a huge role in my depression. So I believe kids are 17. Wow. See, I remember they were 13, I thought, when he passed, 13 or 14. And I was trying to add that up. But 17, wow. Mm-hmm. That's right, Chastity. Could have been. Sarah says, again, I really encourage everyone to watch the Remembering Chris Skinner on FB. Yes, I think I did watch that. He did not leave a note. Mm-mm. If someone is going to stage an unaliving, it's going to be convincing for them to get away with it. Thank you, Tree. Thank you for the heart. He luckily thought it was relieving them of burden. Yes. I mean, I agree. Yesterday's replay's unavailable now of Robbie Harvey. Whose replay? Okay. Thank you, Chastity. Oh, the sisters. Got you. Thank you. The sisters' videos. Replays unavailable. Gotcha. J&M says the replay is still there. You just have to scroll all the way down the feed. We have 244 souls in the room right now. And while we have 244 souls, I want to mention that I have completely finished the podcast regarding the case of Katie Ferguson. You can listen to the whole thing. It's in its entirety on any wherever major podcasts are listened to. You can listen to me on Podbean, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and others. So wherever you, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen, search for Steph Case Files, and it's going to be the latest one, The Disappearance of Katie Ferguson. It took 3 months in completion. A lot of that time was waiting on FOIA requests and fighting people to get the request because they spin you around like a hamster on a wheel, you know. So you got to stand your ground, and that took most of the time. But I have to tell you, and Griffin, and I don't know if you heard this, but Mona, Katie's mother, has some news. There's some updates in the case, and so I'm waiting for a good time to get her on the phone to talk about that. And then if I can update you, then I will. But pay attention to the very end, because there will be. This is episode 1. There are going to be many episodes as we travel through finding Katie and getting the justice for Katie. Oh, see, if you have a podcast idea, just message me and I'll take that into consideration. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. Well, hey, Rando, I didn't know you were in here. Well, bye. Bye. But anyway, I love you guys so very much. You're making my dreams come true right before my eyes. The thing about the Katie Ferguson thing is, guess what? Her sister, Nicole Ferguson, is missing. So listen, we're on episode 1. So make sure you get that heard and get it in your heart, because what's coming up is crazy. Bradley Strassler Morgan went live last night. If you guys didn't catch that, or yesterday she did, go live on her page. There are updates, but it's not anything that she could share. So I can see if she wants to come on and speak with you guys and give you an update if she can. But basically, they are just digging in. That private investigator is still digging, and they're still trying to find connections into the disappearance of Bradley Strassner. And whatever happened to him, whoever done it to him still walks free. Bradley Strassner. Bradley Strassner. Okay. Have fun in the snow, you guys. Have fun. And I'll see you in the morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please know that you can follow me on any social media platform. All you have to do is look for the same username and logo I am on, especially on YouTube. Make sure you're following me there. I lost 5 followers in the last few days. I'm like, why? I don't even post on there. Just stop unfollowing me, God. Anyway, so follow me over there. If you would, I would be forever, forever grateful. You thought I was AI? Is that a compliment? I think that might be a compliment, but thank you, Janie. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you. Crime and Cask was going to come on the show. Some people have feelings against Crime and Cask, so I held off on that for a second. So I didn't want to create controversy. We got enough of that already. So, all right, I got to go. I love you guys. If you are new subscribers or current subscribers, make sure you hit the subscribe button again, and you can find Discord under the customized perks. You can find the connect button. Just hit it and come on in. We talk about true crime all day long. He's not a good man. Interesting. Hey, Mystical, you have a good day. Courtney, I love you. I love you so much. Court, you're my bestie from the Westie. I just made that up. I'm going now. Bye. Bye. Have a blessed day.